She was born into slavery on a Maryland plantation. At 13, an overseer threw a 2-pound iron weight at another enslaved boy, and it struck her in the head instead. For the rest of her life she had seizures and visions. At 27, she escaped. Then she came back 13 times. She led about 70 people out of slavery, and she said she never lost a single one of them. She was born around 1822 in Dorchester County, Maryland. Her parents were enslaved. She was the 5th of 9 children. Her name at birth was Araminta Ross. Her mother called her Minty. By the age of 6, she was hired out to other plantations, first to mind a baby, then to set muskrat traps in icy swamps. She had no formal schooling. She could not read. At 13, she was sent to a dry goods store on an errand. Another enslaved boy was being chased by an overseer. He ran into the store. The overseer picked up a 2-pound iron weight and threw it. It missed the boy and struck Minty in the skull. She nearly died. From that day, for the rest of her life, she suffered seizures, sudden sleep, and what she called visions, strong feelings that she ascribed to God speaking directly to her. In 1849, she heard a rumor she was about to be sold further south, so she walked, alone, by night, 90 miles up the eastern shore, following the North Star, hidden by abolitionists who passed her from house to house, what people would later call the Underground Railroad. She crossed into Pennsylvania a free woman. She was 27 years old. She took the name Harriet after her mother, and then she went back. She returned to Maryland 13 times over the next decade. She brought out her brothers, her parents, her nieces and nephews, strangers. She traveled at night, in winter, with a small pistol on her hip, partly to fight slave catchers, partly to point at anyone in her group who lost their nerve. "You'll be free or die," she said. About 70 people followed her north. She never lost one. When the Civil War broke out, the United States Army hired her. She became a scout and a spy, and on June 2, 1863, she guided a Union raid up the Combahee River in South Carolina. The raid freed more than 750 enslaved people in a single night. Harriet Tubman became the first woman in American history to lead an armed military operation. After the war, she settled in Auburn, New York. She cared for her aging parents, ran a small home for elderly Black Americans, fought for women's right to vote, and lived almost entirely in poverty. She died on March 10, 1913, surrounded by family. She was about 91 years old. Her last words were a sentence she had carried since the night she first crossed into Pennsylvania. "I go to prepare a place for you. Follow for more untold stories."